Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sports Block. It's our first basketball game of the season. I'm Kevin Brunson alongside Brian Hughes and Tucker Penny. We're in for a really good matchup tonight. So far, there's no score in the game. Middle Creek controlled the ball early. I believe there's going to be a turnover called. Fred Irafima called for a travel. Riverside takes control, running down the court, looks for an open layup, nothing going, and refs are going to say it's going to be out of bounds on the Mustangs, so the Pirates will retain the ball.
The starting Mustang lineup for tonight would be number 1, Quentin Ray, number 2, Nate Otto, number 3, number 24, Quentin Ray, number 0, Nate Otto, number 33, Kamari Bobbitt, number 23, Fred Irafemi, and number 5, Quentin Jackson. And for the Riverside Pirates, we got number 5, Mark Harris, number 10, Jordan McCain, number 11, Al Hughes, number 43, Jordan Jones, and number 44, Mike Polson.
Turnover on Riverside, scored by Middle Creek.
Yeah, after Kamari Bobbitt hit a long three, Quentin Ray comes up with a steal and getting a quick layup, putting Mustangs up 5-0 here early in the game.
It's definitely good to start out strong, especially in your first game of the year, because it's going to give you a lot of momentum going through with the rest of the game and hopefully with the rest of the season.
And as we have a little break in the action, some key players for Riverside. Al Hughes, senior this year, coming off last year, averaging 13 points per game, but unfortunately they finished 6-19 overall record. Then a freshman coming in, new kid in high school coming in, first year varsity player, Justice Kitchart, standing at 6 foot, 160 pounds. So, we're going to highlight him a lot. Freshman starting on varsity is a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah, speaking of newer firepower, number 5, Quentin Jackson for the Mustangs. He's a sophomore, but he was also named a captain for our team. And he's definitely proven himself so far, playing some great defense and showing some good passing on offense.
Riverside looks for a fast break. Nothing going on the layup, but a good putback by number 44. It's Mike Tillotson. And Ray looks in the middle for Bobbitt, trying to get it underneath, but nothing going. Just out of the hands of Irafima. Can't handle the pass from Bobbitt. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout from Middle Creek, 30-second timeout.
Well, so far, I really like how the Mustangs have come out and put up a good offensive fight, but it looks like Riverside's starting to keep the pace up on their offense too, and it's going to wear down the Middle Creek defense.
Yeah, Middle Creek's usually a fast-paced team, but it looks like Riverside's going to come out and put it right to them. They've run in the fast break. The past 2 times they've gotten the ball, so they're going to definitely look to run a lot tonight.
This is going to be a close matchup, guys.
We're coming out of the timeout, and Riverside will start with the ball. Number 43, Jordan Jones, is going to be passing the ball in.
Coming off last year's season for Middle Creek, we're seeing a completely different lineup on the floor besides number 24, Quentin Ray, our only starter back. So, Kushner's coming out with a whole new lineup and really expecting a lot out of his guys this year.
Yeah, it's a shame having to lose 4 starters last year that were seniors, but a lot of these guys have gotten some good play time, as like number 0, Nate Otto. He played a lot, and same with number 23, Fred Irafemi, as well as number 33, Kamari Bobbitt. They might have not started last year, but they definitely did play a lot, and they played enough to have some good experience coming into this season.
Yeah, I know Fred was a JV player last year, but I know he started JV, so he got a lot of time at the lower level. He's also a sophomore with Quentin Jackson, so we're getting the 2 younger players starting this year.
That's definitely going to be good for years to come for Middle Creek squad.
And Quentin Ray finds Fred Irafima down low in the post for an easy bucket. And Nate Otto coming up with a good defensive block. Mustangs look to run. Quentin Jackson drives in, puts up a layup
And
off the high glass, no good. Rebounded by Riverside, but Quentin Ray with some tough defense taking it back, and ball out of bounds, going to stay with the Mustangs.
One thing I noticed so far is that the big guys, as Fred Irafemi and number 0 Nate Otto, they are running back and forth pretty fast up and down the court. So they're getting there for the offensive shooting and passing game, but they're also getting back on defense and getting. They're just putting a lot of pressure on the Riverside offense.
And there's number 33 Kamari Bobbitt with another bucket to go, putting the Mustangs up 7 now with just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
stolen by Quentin Jackson on the play.
Quentin looks down low to Fred, and a non-shooting foul is going to be called on Riverside. So Mustangs will inbound the ball underneath the basket. Substitution for the Mustangs. We've got number 30, Austin Oglesby, checking in for Nate Otto.
And number 31 on Riverside, Justin Kithart.
So there's a freshman checking into the game. We'll see what he does. And Kamari Bobbitt adding to his score total.
It's definitely nice not seeing the Mustangs play great offense. They're playing a tremendous defense right now, only holding them to 2 points 4 minutes into the game.
The jump ball will be called. Possession arrow points to the Pirates. And Kamari Bobbitt's really coming out of the gate, showing his strengths. He's got seven of the Mustangs' 11 points so far.
He's definitely stepped it up this season, filling in place for some of the seniors that have left since last year. Looks like it's going to be a foul on number 23, Fred Ufemi.
On the foul line, shooting number 11 for Riverside, Al Hughes.
I can almost guarantee you we're going to hear the Creek Crazies on this one.
No kidding.
It's always nice having some local fan support come out to your games and cheer you on. Not only do they cheer you on, but they intimidate the other team.
Hughes knocks down both free throws. Mustangs look to run.
And Middle Creek is really keeping up with this fast-paced offense-defense they got going on. And I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas pedal anytime soon.
Quentin Jackson with a huge three-pointer, finding the glass and getting the bucket to go.
To put the Mustangs up 14-4.
Looks like they're going to be. Their defensive plan is to double number 11, Al Hughes. He seems to be Riverside's star player, but on offense, they need to shut him down so he can't score or get off any passes. And it looks like they're doing just that.
Justin Kithart gets a N1 chance for foul shot. And he makes it.
And number 4, Michael Beam for the Mustangs, will be coming in for number 23, Fred Irafemi.
Mustangs lead cut to 7 after that free throw. Quentin Jackson is going to run the point guard for the Mustangs, getting it to Oglesby. Jackson takes another 3 just through the rim. And the Pirates look to run again. Al Hughes, pass no good. Quentin Ray is going to look for a good bucket, trying to dunk it out of bounds on the Pirates.
And it looks like number 33 for Riverside, Jake Cruz, is coming in for number 24, Trayvon Blanchard.
We've heard the Creek Crazies all night, and how, the roof probably would have come off this place if he had dunked that fast break.
Yeah, the Creek Crazies are a one-of-a-kind student section. They also were the winners of the high school OT student section, award they did. They won the award for the best student section in the state of North Carolina. And they're proving it tonight that they rightfully deserve it.
Jackson with the rebound. 2-on-3 fast break, and a foul is going to be called on number 31, Justice Kitchart.
The game changer in this, guys, I think, is going to be the fast-paced offense by Middle Creek, because it takes the Riverside defense off ease and
Yeah, the only way I feel Riverside can make a big comeback right here is if they turn up the offense and they're able to just force that Middle Creek defense to collapse, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Mustangs inbound the ball. Jackson shoots a three, no good. He's taken 2 unneeded threes here in the last couple of minutes.
Riverside drives and scores easily.
And Middle Creek's going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. So they've got 4 timeouts remaining here in the first half.
Justin Kithart of the Pirates has definitely proven himself so far with scoring a bunch of points so far. With 2:34 to go in the first quarter.
I think what Coach Kushner is talking about down on the Middle Creek huddle, that they need to keep the offense and the defense fast-paced like they were at the beginning of the game. If they slow it down, they're giving Riverside a chance to make that comeback that they need right now.
And like I said, Jackson shooting some unneeded 3-pointers. The post game for Middle Creek has really been working tonight. So they, like you said, they just need to work with the big men and get it down low, get the easy baskets rather than the 3-pointers.
Right, they need to be passing the ball around more on the offense and not be taking so many long, farther shots that are not as likely to be made. Looks like for Middle Creek, number 3, Keon Smith has come in for number 5, Quentin Jackson. Keon Smith will be taking point.
Guarded by Singletary. Looks to drive, nothing going. Pass almost knocked away. Quentin Ray with a mid-range jumper, no good. Ball knocked around. Ray comes up with it, looks for Bobbitt down low. No possession yet.
Rebound recovered by Middle Creek.
That's exactly what the Mustangs need to do, is just keep pounding the glass and get offensive rebounds. Bobbitt drives underneath and gets a foul and 1.
There seems to be a pattern in how Coach Kushner for Middle Creek plays his players. Like number 3, the point guard that just came in, Keon Smith, he was on JV last year, but coach is trying to give him a lot of play time this year, so he'll be good for years to come too. And he's a
junior. Smith playing some good defense.
Absolutely.
Offensive rebound.
Nice bucket by the Pirates there.
Put up by number 43, Jordan Jones. Smith kicks out to Bobbitt from the top of the key. 3, no good. Rebound by Quentin Ray.
Quentin Ray is one of those good all-around players. He's spectacular on offense, but he knows how to shut people down individually on defense. Looks like there's going to be a foul on number 4. Holding call on Michael Beam. Number 22, Joey Cabrera, will be throwing it in. Creek Rays is getting a little bit anxious over there.
Kitchard looks to drive, finds an opening. He's going to get fouled by Oglesby.
Oglesby again, he was on varsity last year. He didn't get as much play time, but he got enough play time to have some good experience coming into this season.
And experience is all we need now, because
Kitchard's first free throw off the mark.
There's number 5, Quentin Jackson is going to be coming in for number 24, Quentin Ray.
Going back to Quentin Ray, like you said, just a good all-around player. He's very tenacious on defense, very fast. He's come up with at least 4 steals on the defensive end tonight. So
Quentin Jackson with the easy layup there.
Singletary's going to try to use his speed to get underneath. He's going to be fouled by Keon Smith.
And Singletary will be passing the ball in He'll be subbing in number 0, Nate Otto, in for Austin Oglesby for the Mustangs, and they're going to be taking out Jordan Jones from Riverside, and they'll be putting in Trayvon Bradshaw.
Offensive foul called on the Pirates. It's not what they needed there, as they were just about to close in on the Mustangs, but with offensive fouls like that, it makes it a lot harder to get the points you need.
With 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, Mustangs are leading 21-11.
Another one of those players that are just good all-around players that also did not play last year on varsity, played on JV. It would be number 11, Curtis Burston. He is just very, very, very aggressive on defense, and he's not too bad on offense either. He can put up a few shots, and he'll make them.
And the last play resulted in an offensive foul on Quentin Jackson, his first of the game. Singletary looks to drive, kicks out.
Jackson with the rebound is going to be bringing it down, and there'll be a foul. Oh,
travel.
There'll be a travel. And Riverside will get the ball back.
I think Jackson just lost the ball, trying to do too much with it and get called for the travel.
16.5 seconds left in the quarter.
Number 3, Keon Smith to the Mustangs, trying to force number 31, Justice Kitchart, to using only one side of the court, but he was able to pass it off, and the ball turned over, but there was a foul.
One and one shot for Riverside Pirates.
Foul's going to be on number 3, Keon Smith, his second of the game. So he's going to take a seat.
This number 31, Justice Kitchart for Riverside, has definitely proven why he should be on varsity and starting varsity only his freshman year of school.
As he gets both free throws to go, Mustangs look to run with 6 seconds left. Jackson's going to put up a jumper off the glass, no good. Tipped back, almost tipped back in by Otto.
But it doesn't go in.
And that will be the end of the first quarter.
Mustangs leading Riverside 21-13.
So at the end of the first quarter, Middle Creek 21, Pirates 13. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Sports Block. And we're back, just about to start the second quarter of tonight's game. We got a few first quarter stats. Brian, why don't you tell us about those?
All right, well, it seems like Middle Creek is definitely having a better offensive game, shooting for 40% from the field, and they're taking control of the defensive game with 16 rebounds in the first quarter. Whereas Riverside is only shooting 25% from the field, and on defense they only have 12 rebounds. So.
Michael Beam comes up with a big three-pointer.
Star player for the first quarter for Middle Creek is definitely Quentin Jackson with his outstanding performance. And for Riverside, number 31, Justice Kitchart.
You can really say that any of the Mustangs right now are our star players. You know, you've got Quentin Ray showing his very good defense tonight, and Bobbitt leading scorer as of now. So, you know, it could really go either way as to who the key player is. But yeah, Quentin Jackson's really showing why he should be on varsity.
You got a point there.
Riverside is going to be taking the second shot of their foul. No good, and looks like they'll get it back too.
Rebounded by number 44, Mike Tomlinson.
McCain looking for a shot, no good. Bobbitt's going to run with the ball. Finding Ray, gets it to the corner to Beam, shoots a three, no good. Offensive rebound by Ray. Once again, putting up a layup, no good.
I would say if there was a defensive player of the game, it would definitely be Quentin Ray. He's probably forced most of the turnovers that
Number 43 is the bucket for Riverside.
Mustangs slowing down the offense now. Just trying to get some open players, maybe force the ball down low. Bobbitt looks to drive, puts it up. Good layup, good take by Kamari Bobbitt, using his muscle to get underneath.
Riverside's going to take their time getting the ball in the court, going to pass it around, try and find an open man, put it up, and
3 seconds on Riverside. So it's another turnover going Middle Creek's way.
in the first quarter alone, Riverside had 8 turnovers, which means as well as the 25% shooting from the field, it looks like Middle Creek's defense is shutting them down.
Riverside needs to pick it up if they need a chance to win this.
Almost a costly turnover, but Bobbitt with a good hand and finds number 22 for the Mustangs, John Peeran.
Looks like the Mustangs on the last drive be a little bit sloppy in the ball handling, but got lucky in the shot. It looks almost as if John Peeran got elbowed in the nose.
And no whistle was called, but he definitely went down. Looks like he got elbowed.
Looks like he's all good now, though, which is perfect. Number 30, Austin Oglesby, will be coming in for number 4, Micah Beam. Both of which are great shooters from the perimeter.
24, Quentin Ray takes the point guard position right now.
And that's one thing we haven't really seen Nate Otto do much of this game or last year even when he was put in. He's one of the better shooters for the Mustangs, but when he gets opportunities, he doesn't take the shot that I think Kirshner wants him to take.
Foul on Riverside.
I think the Mustangs right now are just going for more of an offensive attack. I don't see many. They're all big men down there, but none of them are huge defensive players. Most of them are offensive attackers, such as Kamari Bobbitt, Quentin Ray, Austin Oglesby, and even Nate Otto.
Yeah, going down the bench, it doesn't look like we have the size that we did last year. Curtis Bernston and Bobbitt are probably our 2 biggest players. And Fred being the tallest, but we really miss the strength and height from Brandon Hooks, who's now at Barton College playing basketball. Ball out of bounds, going to Riverside. Tillotson inbounds. Middle Creek putting on some full court pressure, trying to get another turnover.
Middle Creek's not using their size right now for defense, but more of their speed using the full court press. And it looks like it is working. They're confusing that offense, but it looks like he got down into the lane, but he missed the shot. But the ball's going to stay their way.
I think Middle Creek has a perfect defensive package in right now. Going from the full court press to the 2-3 zone. Because I think Kushner, realizes that they like to get the ball underneath with easy layups, and they're just going to prevent down low.
And making this defensive package even better, taking out number 8, John Baran, putting in the 6'7" monster, number 23, Fred Rifemi.
Three-pointer's good by number 10, McCain. And then costly turnover for the Mustangs as Bobbitt doesn't hold his position, getting called for a travel. Most people don't really think of getting a travel called when you're throwing the ball in, but in fact that's what Bobbitt was called for, and giving the Pirates another chance to score.
All you got to do is lean forward too much, acting like you're about to pass the ball in, and you just get off balance when the guy receiving the ball doesn't pay attention. Freddie Rifemi with his long arms is able to catch the inbounding pass and put up for another score.
And once again, the long arms distract the shooter, and what it could have been an easy layup resulted in I think he might have gotten a piece of it, a little deflection by Irafima. This foul's going to be called on number 22, Joey Cabrera. Excuse me, number 24 for the Pirates, Trayvon Blanshaw. Sending number 23, Fred Irafima, to the line to shoot 2.
One of the important traits for the big man is to be able to shoot free throws, because you're going to be down there, you're going to be taking hits, you're going to be getting fouled, so you got to be good at taking those shots and making them, because they're a big part of this game, and you have just as much of the ability to win by 50 as you do by 1.
Misses the second layup. Free throw from Middle Creek.
And jump ball, possession arrow pointing to the Pirates. Just over 4 minutes left in the first half. Middle Creek with a commanding lead over the Pirates, 32-18.
Middle Creek sticking with that full court press. Riverside's going to try and get the ball down the court as quick as they can.
Pirates need to step it up if they need a chance.
Looks like they're going to stick with double teaming number 31, just as fifth chart. Sorry. Definitely a smart defensive move on the Mustangs' part. And it looks like number 5, Quentin Jackson's going to be coming in for number 30, Austin Oglesby.
Quentin Ray almost coming up with another turnover. And ball out of bounds on the Pirates. Quentin Jackson with great defense put on number 5, Harris.
Number 44 on Riverside, Mike Timwinson, has been doing good the last couple of minutes.
Quentin Jackson looking to command the offense.
Looks like Middle Creek is trying to come up with a few screens on offense, trying to confuse the Riverside defense, but it looks like it's not going to work. And he drives down to the lane, but misses the pass to number 5, Quentin Jackson. It's going to be Riverside ball, and number 5, Mark Harris, is going to be passing the ball in.
Quentin Jackson tips it out of bounds.
Number 4, Michael Hodge, getting his first minutes of tonight's game. Double team put on Kitchard. Loose ball. Ball deflected off the backboard.
Good defensive effort by number 0, Nate Otto. Sticking his hand right in the face of the shooter. Wasn't able to score that time.
Out of bounds Riverside. I think it hit Jordan Jones's shoe.
Mustangs are just going to look to slow the offense and run some time off the clock going into halftime. And Bobbitt was looking to drive, nothing going, he's going to get fouled.
Looks like number 12, Mike Singletary, is going to be coming in for number 5, Mark Harris. Mark Harris being a starter for Riverside, you want to get him off his feet whenever you can. Keep him well rested for the quarters to come.
Bobbitt's first free throw is good.
Looks like number 3, Keon Smith, will be coming out, or going in, and number 5, Quentin Jackson, will be coming out. It's not something you see every day. Short little guy like Keon Smith going down there and try outblock the number 43. But I guess they just want to stick with that. Try and keep the big men down the court.
Kitchart's 3 just out of the rim. Mustangs look for the fast break. Ray going up for a layup, fouled hard by number 43, Jones.
Looks like the Mustangs will be sending in mostly a new squad up to number 4, Michael Beam, number 11, Curtis Burson, number 44, Tucker Daniel. And Riverside will be sending in a player as well, and it'll be number 44, Mike Tillotson.
Ray's first shot, no good.
The Mustangs sending in a very big defensive squad to make sure that Riverside doesn't put up any more points this half.
Mustang's still going to try to get a turnover. And a charge is going to be called. Tucker Daniels putting his body in front, getting a nice charge.
Middle Creek is definitely feeding off of these Riverside turnovers right now. Looks like there's going to be a substitution on Riverside.
And I expect Kushner to keep this lineup in for the rest of the half, just giving his starters a breather. Ray with a long court pass to Beam. Getting it back out to Smith, almost loses the ball. Beam finds Daniels underneath, loses the ball. Turnover Mustangs. Pirates look to run. Pass out of bounds. It's going to go the Mustangs' way.
With a minute 33 left in the half, the Mustangs are up 35-18 on the Riverside Pirates. The Mustangs taking no time to get the ball down the court and try to shoot, but it'll be a turnover. Riverside's going to try and speed up their offense, but it looks like number 3, Keon Smith, is putting some pressure on him. All right, ball's going to stay with the Riverside. Sorry about that.
If anything, the Creek Crazies are looking like the Cameron Crazies of Duke right now.
Number 44, Mike Tillotson with the and one. It's not that often you find a 6'7" center to play on your team, but when you do, you gotta have him. He's shown that he's a defensive tank. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion in the court. Mustangs ball. Curtis Burson's going to give it in to number 3, Keon Smith.
Minute to go in the second period.
Less than a minute to go on the half. Mike Beam's going to pass over to Tucker Daniel and over to Quentin Ray.
Keon Smith with some nifty moves.
Ball is off the Mustangs. It's going to be a Riverside ball. Number 0, Nate Otto, is going to be subbed in for number 3, Keon Smith. Again, the Mustangs are just trying to put a defensive fight right now.
And Tillotson showing his height now. Just getting a good layup.
And Quentin Ray showing his speed.
Number 11, Al Hughes takes it all the way for the Riverside basket. 18 seconds to go.
Riverside cut the lead to 10 for the Mustangs. They really need to get something going now. The last couple of drives down the court, nothing going.
Middle Creek gonna hold on to the ball and take that final shot going to the half, but it's no good.
So at the end of the first half, Middle Creek leads by 10, 35-25. We're going to take a break. You're watching the Sports Block. We'll be right back for some halftime stats. about to start the second half of the game. We've got some halftime stats.
Well, it seems as if Riverside has stepped up their offensive game, shooting from 30% from the field for the whole half. It was a step up about 6% since the first quarter. And they've committed 10 fouls, but they've gotten 20 rebounds, so not a bad defensive game. But on the other side of the ball, the Mustangs have been shooting 34% from the field, causing only 9 fouls, and they have 26 rebounds offensively and defensively.
And Kamari Bobbitt almost gets an and one, but foul going the other way. Offensive foul called on him. Middle Creek still sticking with the full court press in 2-3 zone. And he's trying to catch the Pirates off guard, and a foul called on Fred Irafima.
So far, it looks like the Riverside has definitely come out with a different attitude this second half. Come out with a more aggressive offense, and we haven't seen them on defense a whole lot, but they were solid then.
The first of 2 shots off the mark as Hughes.
With Fred Irafemi causing the foul, they're going to pull him out and put number 30, Austin Oglesby.
Hughes' second shot goes. It's Fred's 3rd foul of the game, so he definitely needs to
calm down.
Yeah, calm down. We can't risk getting him fouled out.
You definitely need him when he's one of your biggest and best defensive players. It looks like the ball's going to be turned over and go to Riverside. But Middle Creek playing a strong full court press, only keeping Bobbitt in the backcourt.
Turnover on Riverside goes to Middle Creek way.
Middle Creek working the ball around the perimeter.
Very good offensive strategy to mix up that defense. The Mustangs lucky there's no shot clock, or they would have been run up by now. They're definitely taking their time, looking for an open man. He shoots it, it's no good, but it looks like Mustang going to get it back.
Nate Otto tips it to Quentin Jackson on the rebound.
Bobbitt's shot no good.
Ball literally in the Mustangs' hands for about 45 seconds.
45, I'd say like minutes.
Wilson with the missed shot and a missed putback by number 43, Jordan Jones. It's going to be a Middle Creek Mustangs going to get the ball back. Ogus is going to put it up with a nice overhaul. It's going to score. Mustangs very committed to their full court press, and it seems like it's been working out for them.
They definitely practiced that over the halftime.
Quentin Jackson's going to bring the ball down, pass it off to Nate Otto, back to Jackson, over to Bobbitt. Bobbitt's going to put it up, and it's going to score. And it'll be an and one. Bobbitt definitely showing his presence both on offense and defense.
Foul number 44.
Number 22, Joey Cabrera, and number 4, Michael Hodge, coming in for Riverside for number 10, Jordan McCain, number 44, Mike Tilliston. Bobbitt puts up the shot, and it's no good. Riverside's going to get it back.
And Quentin Ray, he's just made it a fact that he's going to be all over the place tonight. Almost coming up with another turnover there.
Crazy staying loud. open number 31, Justin Kuchar, but it was a travel. Middle Creek Mustangs will get the ball back.
Three crazies are as loud as ever now.
Definitely an intimidating group of kids. Quentin Jackson's going to bring the ball down the court. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get fouled by number 31, Justice Kitchart. If I were Riverside, I would probably take Justice Kitchart out for a little bit, just because
just to give him some rest.
No, we're about 3.5 minutes into the second half, and he already has 3 fouls. So Riverside bring the ball down the court and put it up for no score, and Quentin Jackson's going to bring it back down for the Mustangs, over to Bobbitt.
Bobbitt's just continuing to have a great game tonight.
Absolutely. Nate Otto sticking his hand in the way. He didn't touch the ball, but he got the defender mixed up, and that forced another turnover in favor of the Mustangs. Mustangs going to take their time on offense. Ice like Quentin Jackson is going to put it up.
And scores, one opportunity.
And he's fouled.
Fourth fouls on Kitchart now.
The Mustangs are up by 15, but a good majority of those 15 points is from the free throw line that Riverside could have prevented. But they're getting a little bit aggressive on defense. Creek raises a little chance. If I'm Riverside, I'm just going to be telling my players that they need to step it up on offense. Their defense is a little bit crazy, but it's working for them. They're a little bit all over the place, but their offense needs to be able to slow it down. They're taking it way too fast, and they're getting the ball out of control.
Kitchart got subbed out now that he has 4 fouls on him.
You know, there's only so much you can do coming off the full court press. You have to work fast, or else you're going to get called for a 8-second violation in the backcourt. So, you know, they really can't slow it down anymore until they get across the half-court line.
Right, and it's definitely working in favor for the Mustangs, as well as they've been conditioned, and not just physically, but mentally too. Looks like we're going to be doubling the ball. Middle Creek defense is much more worried about keeping those smaller, quicker point guard and shooting guard like players double team, and not spending as much time on the bigger guys that can't shoot as well from far out.
Backcourt violation on the Pirates.
Looks like it's going to be Mustang ball. Number 33, Jake Coos, is going to be coming in for number 4, Michael Hodge, for the Pirates, as well as number 44, Mike Tillotson, for number 43, Jordan Jones.
Ray inbounds to Jackson. He's going to look to drive, gets an opening, finding Bobbitt.
Bobbitt's down.
Looks like he's all right, though. Looks like he came down a little bit hard and fell on his leg. He's limping a little bit. Yep, he's coming off. Number 4, Michael Beebe, is going to be coming in for him.
That would be a key loss for Middle Creek if they lost Bobbitt.
Yeah, from up here, it looked like he just got his knee hit. You know, it might be a little bruising, but other than that, I think he'll come back into the game. We'll be fine.
Number 11, Hughes takes it to the basket on an easy layup.
Definitely going to be a charge call on number 5, Quentin Jackson. Number 22, Joey Cabrera, making it look very convincing. Jake Reese is going to be trying to pass it in. He finds an open man. Gives it off to number 12, Mike Singletary. Definitely a poor choice on Riverside right there not to get the ball off on the pass. He decided to keep it for himself and it costed him. But looks like there's a foul on Middle Creek.
Nate Otto subbing in for Quinn Jackson.
It seems like Riverside is definitely beating the full court press by just sending their entire offense to the other side of the court.
Number 44 is down, but he gets up immediately.
If there were any player on the Mustangs to put on their big number 44, it would definitely be number 11, Curtis Burson. He's one of the most aggressive players on the team, if not the most aggressive. And it's going to be Mustangs ball. Michael Beam trying to get it into Quentin Ray. And he gets it off. Quentin Ray's going to sprint down the court, give it off to Nate Otto, off to Michael Beam. Oglesby for the shot. It's no good.
Michael Beam with some good defense, knocking the ball out of bounds.
I don't think Nate Otto's taking much shots today, so that's something we need to see.
It could be just me, but I have this weird fascination about how aggressive Curtis Burson is playing defense. He's just throwing that number 44 around. Looks like there's going to be a foul on the Mustangs. Number 11, Al Hughes, is going to be taking some free throw shots.
Pretty crazy started to distract him, but that didn't work.
Hughes gets 1 of 2 to go. Quentin Ray's going to look to push the ball up the court.
Showing some fancy moves on Al Hughes, but the pass is intercepted a little bit, knocked around. Looks like it's going to be Riverside ball. It's going to be a pushing foul.
Coach Kushner not agreeing with that call.
Not at all. He had the best view, but you're always going to go for your team, so it could have gone either way.
Middle Creek needs to work on getting less fouls to save their players now. With 2 minutes to go in the third period, Middle Creek is winning 46-33.
Number 12, Mike Singletary is going to take the ball down, being covered by Quentin Ray. He mixed up pass right there, but number 11 Al Hughes gets it. Mike Singletary is going to drive in a little bit. He's going to take the shot, and it's no good. Fred Irfemi with the rebound. Gives it to Austin Ogilvy. He's going to take it down the court. Off to Michael Beam. Up to the top to Quentin Ray. He's going to slow it down a little bit. Fred with the pick. Take it off, take it to the side. Back up top to Ray. Gonna try to take that lane off to Michael Beam. Up to Nate Otto. Over to Oglesby. Oglesby's going to take it up. And it's going to be another charge call on Austin Oglesby. To the Riverside ball.
Riverside has done a bunch of charge calls.
Yeah, there has been a lot of charges tonight. I think that one the refs could have held up on. Oglesby looked like he went straight up, and it was more of a flop by the Riverside defender.
I definitely agree with that. Looks like Riverside has definitely come out in the second half playing a smarter offense. Whereas Middle Creek is getting a little bit sloppy on the defense with 8 fouls already and only 7 minutes to play.
Number 44 goes to the free throw line to take shots.
Misses the shot. Durham with the rebound. Gives it to Quentin Ray. He's going to take it up the court. Over the beam. It's going to be stolen by number 12. Singletary's going to put it up, and it's no good. Quentin Ray's going to get the rebound. He's going to throw it up to Durham. He's going to put it up. He scores.
That's great passing on the Middle Creek side right there.
Mike Singletary is going to take his time with the offense, getting waiting to be situated. Try to find an open man. It's going to be number 33. Back up to Singletary. Down to the big man, number 43, Jordan Jones.
Gives it to number 44. And it is
Durham really fighting for that. So John Brown's going to get it. And Quentin Ray is now in complete possession of the ball. Singletary playing good defense. They're going to double him. It's no good. Beam puts it up. No last second three-point for them.
And at the end of the third quarter, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the closing quarter of the game. And we're back. Middle Creek still leads coming into the fourth quarter, 48-33. You know, not really one-sided so far. It's been back and forth. You know, calls going either way for the Pirates and the Mustangs. You know, the big factor so far is the turnovers by the Pirates. You know, Quentin Ray really getting the best of the turnovers. You know, he's racked up. You know, he's probably in the double digits by now.
I'd say this Mustang squad is definitely a little split when it comes to who stands out on offense and who stands out on defense. But there are those few players such as Quentin Ray and Kamari Bobbitt who play great all-around offense, defense, just everything.
Travel on Mike Singletary.
Number 22, John Brown's going to throw the ball into number 3, Keon Smith. It looks like Coach Kushner for the Mustangs can be resting his main players for a little bit. It's going to be a travel call on number 43, Jordan Jones, as he takes the ball down the court. It's going to be Mustangs ball down below. And Nate Otto to throw it in. Off the front of Irafemi, over to Smith, back to Irafemi down the key, and he puts it up and he makes it.
That's exactly what the Mustangs need to keep doing. Just get the ball down low. We've got the size now, so just get the ball down low and get the easy points.
Irafemi with a good block. Thought he was called for a foul.
Middle Creek has done much better in the paint than on the outside today.
The foul's called number. It's going to be called on Irafemi, but it's going to be his 4th foul of the night. And taking the shots will be number 43, Jordan Jones, further side. Puts up the first one and it's no good. And number 33, Kamari Bobbitt, will be coming in for number 23, Fred Irafemi. He's going to try to limit his play time in the fourth to make sure he doesn't get the 5th foul. Jordan Jones putting up his 2nd foul shot. And it is good. Quentin Ray doing what he's been doing all night. He's going to take the ball down the court with this magnificent speed. Gets a little caught up though. Gets it off to Kamari Bobbitt. He's going to get caught up too. He's going to find a way to put it in the goal.
Great ball movement by the Mustangs.
Mustangs definitely on a bit of a run right here. But that just ended.
No shot. Foul's going to be called on the floor. Yeah, the Mustangs have a little insurance to work with now. You know, we saw in the last drive by Riverside, Bobbitt just kind of laid off and let him have the layup. You know, he definitely doesn't want to get a foul called on him. So, you know, they have some points to work with now.
I'm actually surprised to see kids card in for the Pirates now, especially since he has 4 fouls.
Quentin Jackson was able to get the ball up the court to John Braun, over to Nate Otto, down to Quentin Jackson. He takes it up, and it's no good. And Riverside will get the ball back. And taking it down the court with number 11, Al Hughes, who is that returning senior who was probably not only their key player this year, but was definitely not only an improved player this year, but he was a major factor in how they played last year too.
Bucket by number 22 for the Pirates.
Middle Creek offense taking their time with things. Kamari Bobbitt down low, puts up the shot. It's no good. The ball gets swatted back to Quentin Jackson. He puts it up again with this floater. It's no good too. Riverside gets the ball back. They're going to rush the ball down the court. Gets it off to Michael Hodges. Ball's put back up, and it's good. It's going to be a timeout called by the Mustangs.
And with that timeout, we're going to take a timeout here on the Sports Block. We'll be right back. Back, you know, I'm not sure about you, Brian, but you know, that song's getting the Creek Crazies hyped up. It was "Party in the USA" by Miley Cyrus.
Yep, those silly little songs always get our student section all riled up.
Another one earlier in the game was "Call Me Maybe."
That's a good point. With 5:46 left in the game, the Mustangs will take the ball onto offense. Quentin Jackson down to Fred Arafemi, and back up to Quentin Ray. He's going to go pass it off to Nate Otto. He's going to throw it up 3, and it's good.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's the first place by him today.
Indeed it is. Looks like they can mix it up a little bit on Riverside's offense, and Mustangs get it back.
And Jackson answers with another 3 of his own.
Timeout by Riverside.
Looks like Riverside's going to call another timeout, allowing 6 points in just 30 seconds.
That timeout definitely did Middle Creek some good.
Yeah, after that timeout, you can tell that Middle Creek definitely came out with a little bit more
energy
that they had at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that 3, the 3 by Nate Otto really opened the doors for the Mustangs. You know, and then getting a turnover on the other end, forcing it back down, getting it to Jackson for another 3. You know, showing that he can do everything. You know, being a sophomore on varsity is you've always got the jitters. You feel like you're not at the top of the totem, so you feel a little hesitant to do anything. But he's really taken on the captain role that Kushner's given him.
Right. And Riverside with a very smart timeout right there with that spark in the Middle Creek offense. They don't want to let up the run on them. Calling that timeout allowed them to cool down a little bit. And it's going to be the Riverside's ball right here. Middle Creek laying off of that full court press, trying to keep some energy in the players. The only player that's going to stay up court is Quentin Ray. He's going to stay on the ball. Very high pass to number 44, Colston, but he's got long arms and he's a tall guy, so he can reach it. Looks like it's going to be Quentin Jackson's 4th foul of the night. 5th foul of the night, sorry about that. It's definitely not where you want to be. And it looks like Kushner's going to take him out and put number 30, Austin Oglesby.
Kittredge's first free throw is good, along with his second.
Looks like they're going to sub him out instantly and put in number 11, Al Hughes. It's not a bad substitution at all. Both of those players have been putting up numbers all night and playing great, solid defense. Amari Bob's going to pass it all the way down the court to Nate Otto. It's going to be a pushing call on number 12, Mike Singletary for Riverside. The ball's going to stay in the Mustangs' possession.
And that's it's not always a bad foul to take, because had he not fouled, Fred was going to dunk that ball no matter what.
Right.
I always think it's another foul on the board for Riverside.
At this point in the game, you want to limit as many points as you can. It looks like Fred was about to put up that dunk, but he couldn't get it. Singletary rushing down the court. He's going to put up a shot of his own. It is good. Definitely turned into a very fast-paced game late in the game. Bobby's going to put it up, and it's good.
Middle Creek's winning 60-44 now with 4:30 to go.
Riverside has to keep up with speed to get any chance at winning this. And they're definitely keeping strong defense on each individual player.
And now with Quentin Jackson out of the game, they have a decent chance.
Number 11, Al Hughes, missing the wide open three-pointer, but it's going to stay in possession of Riverside. Singletary's going to pass it in up to number 44, Mike Tilston. He's going to put it up, and he scores. Very good shot by him.
Definitely had a height advantage on the play.
He has a height advantage on most people on this team, other than Brett Urpemi. They're both 6'7". It's almost unheard of in high school.
Along with Jordan Jones on the other side also.
Mustangs with another point on the board. Singletary takes the ball down the court. Up to the big man again, over to number 11, Al Hughes. Gonna put it up, and it's good.
Riverside is on a run now.
Riverside definitely showing some intensity. Middle Creek with the missed three-pointer. Gets the ball back on Riverside.
They've got numbers.
Pass it over. Oh, and it's intercepted by number 24, Quentin Ray. And there's going to be a foul on Riverside. With 3:14 left in the game, Middle Creek is up 62-48 against the Riverside Pirates. It looks like number 22, Joey Cabrera, is coming in, as well as number 31, Justice Kitchart.
Quentin Ray's taking the shot from Middle Creek. 1-1.
Ray puts up the first shot, and is no good. So, ball's live. Irafemi gets off a bad pass and goes into the hands of number 22, Joey Cabrera for Riverside. Passes it up the court, and Al Hughes puts up the shot and makes it. Quentin Ray is going to take his time, bringing the ball back down the court for Mill Creek. Loses control. Al Hughes back with the ball. Gets off a pass. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Riverside ball. Riverside definitely showing a little bit of resilience late in the game, stepping up their defense, and definitely they've showed a huge a spark on offense. Trailing only by 12 points with 2:51 left in the game.
It's actually gotten close now in the fourth quarter.
Singletary puts up a three. It's no good. And it's going to be Mustang's ball from here.
I think Middle Creek could use a timeout here, just to slow down the offense. You know, they're working way too fast and getting some costly turnovers.
I definitely agree.
I think Riverside's going to try out that press. It's not going to be as effective as Middle Creek's well-conditioned, fast press. Bobby puts up a nice shot and makes it. I don't think Middle Creek is going to let this one slip out of their hands. Oh, bad block.
And timeout by the Pirates.
Pirates going to get their game plan together, only trailing by 11 now. This is the shortest they've been trailing all game.
You know, I'd love to see the numbers on Bobbitt tonight. He's really shown his presence.
Absolutely. Not only him, but Quentin Ray and Quentin Jackson too. Quentin Jackson is more of a silent type, but if you look at his stats, you can see why he's starting on varsity as a sophomore.
But we won't be seeing any more of him today since he's fouled out, sadly.
Middle Creek's going to come out with Fred Irafemi, Austin Oglesby, Kamar Bobbitt, Quentin Ray, and Nate Otto. Whereas Riverside's going to be coming out with Jordan McCain, Al Hughes, Jordan Jones. Looks like Joey Cabrera and number 12, Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary is not a starter for Riverside, but he's definitely gotten plenty of minutes in this second half. And
throughout the game, you know, he's been in a lot in the first half too.
And he deserves every single one of those minutes.
He's playing a great game on offense, especially, and defense too. Pretty crazy. He's getting a little crazy over there. Even the Riverside players are laughing. Nate Otto forcing a turnover. He's going to put it up for his. Oh, he's going to give it off to Quentin Ray.
That was a good decision right there.
Very smart decision.
And it goes out to be an assist. Two shots for Jordan Jones now.
It's going to be a foul on Fred Irafemi.
I think that's his fifth.
I think that is too. Indeed it is. Looks like they're going to be putting in. It looks like they're going to be putting in. My guess would be another big man.
Haven't decided on someone yet.
They're gonna put Beam in. I was expecting to see Bernston, but
yeah, I was definitely expecting to see Bernston in with that physical defensive presence. But Beam is not a bad option to put in. He's good on defense, but he's great on offense. He can put up shots from anywhere on the court. Collinson with the first shot, and it's good.
I'm surprised he made that with all the distractions.
Collison with the second shot, and it is good as well. Two perfect shots from the charity stripe for him.
They're trailing by 11 now, 66 to 55.
Riverside's playing strong on defense. Threw the ball in all the way across the court to Quentin Ray, and it's going to be a pushing call on number 11, Al Hughes. Minute 54 left in this game. Riverside is trailing the Mustangs 66 to 55. And number 31, Justice Kitchard, is coming in for number 10, Jordan McCain. Ray puts up his first shot, and it is no good. The ball's live. You got to Mike Singletary. Puts the ball down the court, a little bit of speed. It's mixed up, gives down low to the big man.
Foul on 33.
Gonna be foul on number 33, Kamari Bobbitt. Not everybody's agreeing with that call, but the refs are always right.
Middle Creek just needs to calm down in order to stay in this game.
Jordan Jones is at the free throw line. He's going to put up his first shot, and it's no good. Lucky for him, he gets an automatic second one since Middle Creek has 10 fouls. Number 44, Mike Tolleson, is getting ready to come in.
This is both of them.
The second shot is no good. Tolleson goes in for the just shooting number 43, Jordan Jones. It seems as if number 43 and number 44, Jordan Jones and Mike Tolleson, have very, very, very similar play styles. So I don't think the Riverside coach has any problem switching them out. Great pass on Austin Oval's part. Kamari Bobbitt, he puts it up for another 2 points.
Middle Creek's up by 13 with a minute 20 to go.
Riverside is just going to be taking any shots that they can. It's a good 2-point shot. It's a good far 2-point shot by Riverside.
Up by 11.
Timeout called by Riverside.
And after that last layup by Kamari Bobbitt, it's going to put him with 26 points on the night. So, I expect he's the leading scorer of the game.
Pretty crazy. It's getting a little bit crazy over there with the music blaring out of the speakers in the gymnasium.
Player with the most points on Middle Creek is Bobbitt. He has 26 points at the moment, which is very impressive, out of the 68 points total.
At this point, if I'm the Riverside coach, I'm telling my players that they need to keep up the great offense and defense that they've been putting up this second half. They need to force Middle Creek to foul them more, which they have done. They forced Middle Creek to put up 10 fouls this half, whereas Riverside has only fouled them 8 times. And Middle Creek will start with the ball, and Riverside will come out in that strong defensive press. Middle Creek will be running some kind of play off this. He gives the ball down the court to Quentin Ray. He's going to put it up, and he dunks it.
That definitely got the Creek Crazies excited.
Middle Creek going all out, all intensive speed and physical strength on this.
Except for fouling. Number 11, Al Hughes tips it in.
Great putback by Al Hughes. Nadal's going to try and find somebody to give it into. Quentin Ray is open. Gives it back to Otto. Down to Bobbitt. Going to take it down by himself. Over to Beam. He gets double teamed. Throws the ball up to the top. To Nate Otto. Smacked back.
About 25 seconds left in this game. Middle Creek winning 7-59.
I think it is obvious who the winners of this game will be tonight. Looks like Middle Creek will be starting their season off good. Riverside does have things to look forward to. They played a tremendous second half compared to their first half, where they were a little bit shaky on offense and defense.
I wouldn't be surprised to hear the Creek Crazies cheer. I believe that we will win.
Creek Crazies still going at it, trying to force them to miss that free throw, but it's no good. Number 22, Joey Cabrera puts his first one in.
Only down by 10 now.
So Riverside's going to be trying to send number 43, Mike Tolston. Cabrera makes his second shot and then pull out number 10, Jordan McCain, and put in that big man, number 43.
Definitely trying to use a height advantage.
His long arms are killer when it comes to throwing the ball in. If you can't get any vision of your teammates, you can't get the ball in.
There's that I believe that we will win cheer. I mean, I believe that we just won cheer.
Bobby got a little bit mixed up and threw the ball out of bounds. And 22, Joey Cabrera there will be a timeout called.
Timeout, Middle Creek.
At this point, if you're Riverside, all you can ask of your players is to just go all out for these last 24 seconds. And all Middle Creek needs to do is just shut them down on defense, and they'll be good for the night. But only trailing by 9, Riverside has definitely stepped it up from the first half, where they were definitely struggling on offense. Crazy's getting crazy once again.
Yeah, like you said, Middle Creek's definitely going to go away with this win, but the thing they need to take away from the game is that, even when you're up so much, you can't get lackadaisical. You have to keep going until the final buzzer. I've seen a couple of times in the game where they took a play off and just let the layup go or whatever. But they need to go all out every play. Because when it gets later into the season, even in conference play, if you take a play off, that's going to come back and bite you.
Yes, it is.
That's in all sports, not just basketball.
Number 33, Jake Goose passes into 11. Over to 31. He's going to put up the shot. It's good. 18 seconds left, and clock is still running. Nate Alves going to try and hold it on. Gives the ball in. Ball's going to be out on number 31, Justice Kuthart.
Riverside's down by 7 with 11 seconds to go.
11.3 left on the board. Nate Alves going to try to pass the ball in. Looks like Middle Creek's going to be running one of their schemes again, trying to get the ball in. It's going to be off of Middle Creek. It's going to be Riverside's ball.
Riverside had a very intense press.
Sorry. It's going to be Middle Creek's ball.
Riverside had a very intense press on it.
Michael Beam coming out and Keon Smith going in for the Mustangs. Get the ball up the court. Just going to keep passing it off. Not going to try and shoot right here. They're just going to try and keep the ball inbounds.
Just run all the time off. The ref's not even going to call that last foul. Not going to do any good. Middle Creek's going to come away with the victory, 70-63 over the Riverside Pirates, putting their record to 1-0 and Riverside to 0-1. So, we're going to take a quick break, come back with some post-game stats. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching the Sports Block. And we're back with the conclusion of the game. Middle Creek winning 70-63. We've got some few stats. Why don't you take that away, Brian?
All right, it looks like Middle Creek definitely dominated on the offensive side of the ball, shooting from 46% from the field, whereas Riverside only shot 43% from the field. And Middle Creek also took 33 shots, whereas Riverside only took 31. And it looks like the Middle Creek defense was a little bit more out of control than Riverside's this go-around.
And definitely more aggressive.
Definitely more aggressive, causing 19 fouls upon Riverside, whereas Riverside only had 16 fouls on Middle Creek.
You know, some of the fouls could have gone either way. You know, it's always back and forth in basketball. So, I mean, the fouls don't really say anything about the defense. You know, both teams had a high amount of fouls. But, you know, Middle Creek just needs to come back next week, keep the same intensity they had tonight, because, you know, they caused at least 15 turnovers from Riverside. So, you know, they just need to come back and stay with the full court press, because it really proved to work tonight, and then run the fast-paced offense like they do every game. Just use the speed that we have and the size. So, you know, Kamari Bobbitt really impressed me tonight, coming out with 26 points. You know, last year didn't really get all the time he wanted, but this year coming out and being a starter for the Mustangs and really proving his case, scoring 26 points, you know, getting some good rebounds and playing great defense.
Yeah, and going back to that Middle Creek full press that they ran on defense, I don't completely agree with how they ran it most of the game, because that really wore down some of their key players, and it showed during the second half when they only won by 7 points.
Also, going back to the fouls, a lot of the ones were on offense too, because Riverside had a lot of charges going against them.
All right, well, that's going to do us here for the Sports Block. I'm Kevin Brunson. Big thanks to Brian and Tucker for accompanying me tonight. So thanks for tuning in, and tune in to our next broadcast of Mustang Basketball.